Very, very sad news to report as we close out the week, as the founding bass player of Grateful Dead, Phil Lesh, has died at the age of 84. It was announced just an hour or two ago on his Facebook page in a very brief announcement, which read, Phil Lesh, bassist and founding member of the Grateful Dead, passed peacefully this morning. He was surrounded by his family and full of love. Phil brought immense joy to everyone around him and leaves behind a legacy of music and love. We request that you respect the Lesh family's privacy at this time. So no cause of death has been revealed at this time, but it is worth pointing out that throughout his life, Phil survived a number of medical scares. In '98, he had a liver transplant to treat a chronic Hep C infection. And then that in turn led to him becoming a major organ donor advocate. And then he had surgery for prostate cancer in 2006, which is actually what killed his father. But luckily for Phil, that was a successful operation. And then in 2015, he had bladder cancer surgery, and he made it through that as well. Obviously, a very, very strong guy. And then just this past August, he had to cancel a headline set for his band Phil Lesh and Friends, which he's been doing since the Grateful Dead disbanded back in '95 when Jerry Garcia died. But anyways, he had to cancel that show back in August due to coming down with COVID. And I don't think that was related to his death, even though that was a couple of months ago. I think that was separate. But aside from that, like I mentioned, he's a founding member of the Grateful Dead from 1965 to 1995 when the band broke up, like I mentioned. Since then, been doing his solo band, Phil Lesh and Friends. And he's also the only member of Grateful Dead to have written a memoir releasing Searching for the Sound, My Life with the Grateful Dead in 2005. And then, of course, everybody is familiar with Dead & Company, the Grateful Dead offshoot that features some of the surviving members of Grateful Dead and John Mayer, of course. Phil was not a part of that, but as far as Grateful Dead goes, they were actually just earlier this week named the 2025 Music Harris Persons of the Year, and they will be honored during Grammy Week, early 2025. I think that's usually around February, but anyways, rest in peace, Phil Lesh. That's all I got for you right now. Thanks so much for hanging out. Feel free to drop a like and subscribe below if you feel so inclined, and I will see you next time.